All right, hello and welcome to the Thursday Night GT Series. I'm Jake Beamster here with Jack Ivy.
Welcome, race fans, to Thursday Night GT Series. How you doing, Jake?
Pretty good, Jack.
Here we are at Silverstone tonight, 34 laps, 18 turns of terror here at this track. As we were talking earlier, I love the track and never been able to do well at it, but very technical, this track.
Yeah, that it is. And these guys have got quite a challenge on their hands if they want to pass here. There's some places, but it's they're going to be side by side in these sweepers a lot of the time, so that'll be interesting to watch, Jack.
Well, we've seen a lot of side-by-side action this season so far, Jake. So it's not going to surprise me, and it's not going to surprise me to see, early action and then mid-race lull, and then things will heat up for the finish, as it seems to have been doing all season.
Yeah.
So last week, where the heck were they last week? Donington last week, and Parsons was the winner with Luden and Al Merriman filling out the podium. Penalties, Brad Maris has got a no call, so that's interesting. And of note there as well, I was looking over the penalty sheet. Larry Ferguson had 2 at-fault attempts, so Larry tried to be a little more aggressive out there. Good on you, Larry. Use the right pedal at all times.
Yeah, show him who's dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, a little shout out there to Gup Douglas. Hey, Gup, thanks for tuning in. Set something up, Gup, so we can, some of us old farts can get a race together, the old timers, and all get together again. So set something up somewhere, Gup. So who are you out there with right now?
Watching Taylor on his first flying lap here as he comes around. Is this the final corner? I forget where the start-finish straight is these days.
Yeah, Woodcote.
Nope. It's about halfway through the lap.
That's right.
It's down at the bottom. It's on the bottom right in that mini map in the corner of the screen.
Yeah, through Cops Corner. And Maggot's Corner. Oh, using all the curb there.
Matt Taylor
said
the
car suspension set up right, eh?
Yeah, and Matt Taylor said he threw it all away and went back to the drawing board for the setup for this one. Started from the default and worked from there because the car he had was doing things he didn't like, so he threw it away.
Oh, good intel.
So we'll see if that pays off for Matt tonight.
Yeah, coming down through this last chicane here can really throw a loop into some of the guys if they're trying to overdrive this. Looking good though, down the international pit straight. Oh well, looking real good. That was a PB and a 158.5 for
and Michael McKinday. Oh,
right behind him. Like right behind him by the thickness of the paint.
Yep, Dan Thorpe 0.6 behind, Cup at 0.9. These guys try again as Matt Taylor looks like he's going to take 2 laps this time. Michael McKinday is on the soft tire, Jack, but Matt is on the medium.
Well, as you said, Matt went back to the drawing board, so maybe he's found something.
Yeah, maybe he did.
Cup is on medium too.
Yep. We'll see if those guys try to run softs for a little bit extra later in the stint, or if they just know the pace or maybe the temperature is correct on this tire, and that's where the pace is best. That's what I've heard. Is that the tire choices are determined by the temperature the tires are getting when they're running them.
So some of the guys are carrying around some weight here tonight. Parsons, I guess he's got 40 on board. Al Merriman's got 40. Lehman's got 10. McKindy's got 10. I don't know who else has got other, but I'm just scrolling through, taking a look here.
Thorpe says that's not good enough. Who's going to improve here? Let's take a ride with Omar Gomez, who is just
halfway through.
Yeah, about halfway through. Last section of the lap here, pretty high speed.
Yeah, it's a great track. You know, one of these days I'm gonna have to get over there and check out some of these tracks over in England.
I don't even like the thought of being on the plane that long.
Oh, it's a short hop.
Yeah, short if you've been all the way around, I think.
Well, just upgrade your ticket to first class, and it's very comfortable up there with blankets, pillows, free drinks, and a reclining chair. All yours for an extra $1,000.
Yeah. So Omar coming around the final corner here. Could hop up into the top. He's already in the top 10. Oh, he doesn't improve much. Doesn't gain on a spot there. Struggling through the third sector. Struggling, looks like with overall speed is Omar. So let's see how that plays out with the other Corvettes. Let's see who else is in a vet. Iggy, of course. They were the two guys I got it, or it's Iggy, I guess, that I got into it with. We both wrecked our engines there in lap 1 on Monday. So hopefully Iggy has better luck tonight, because that was just a bad night for us.
Well, I guess if it was both of you, it's
and Omar,
and all three of you together.
Yeah. I think Omar stayed in the race, but me and Iggy had dead engines.
Oh man, that team's not happy with you.
Oh, well, it wasn't really my fault. Actually, Iggy took the blame on the forums. But I told him I didn't expect him to be where he was. That's when we collided. But he had already touched story, as I found out later. I didn't know it was part of the drama beforehand. Anyway, no big deal. It happens. I was too aggressive anyway. I'll gotta be more careful. Gordon Heyman up to 9th. Matt Lehman is in 10th right now. He's just finished his out lap, so we'll hop on board with him and see what this lap looks like inside the car as he is on the grass. Wow. He's got traffic coming up. Who is that? I don't know, Felipe Gill. Jack, do you?
What's that?
The car ahead of Matt Lehman on track right now. The name is Felipe Gill, and I don't know who that is. I don't know if he's former driver or not.
I have no idea who Felipe is. He's a new driver, obviously. Welcome,
he's.
Felipe.
I think he's in the. Is that the Ferrari?
Yes, he's in a Ferrari, number 5 Ferrari. Nice livery on that.
Yeah, he's in 9th right now.
He's carrying 40 kilos as well, so go, Philippe, go. Anybody out there?
Oh, yes. You know what? Philippe does not even speak English. I remember when he came into Discord.
Oh, very good.
So he got he got some assistance from Al or Iggy or Omar, one of these guys. And,
there's quite a few of us around here that habla Espanol.
Yeah. Looks like he's already up to speed, Jack.
But I sure know how to order my dinner.
Looks like he's up to speed. I think he's on his out lap, but...
And with 40K on board at P9, hold your helmets, guys. I wonder where he got his racing blood from. Anybody out there might know. Let us know. Always nice to see. Good to see there.
Love to get new drivers, especially it's late in the season. We've had some guys not coming to every race, Jack. I don't know what that's about. And some good races.
What it's about is summertime.
Yeah,
it's the summertime. I mean, some of the guys now are getting a little longer in the tooth. They got kiddies and baseball and soccer and wives, and all I've got is rums, cokes, cigars, and a fishing rod. But so that's my excuse.
Yeah.
I got no other excuse. But I'm sure with seeing some of these new drivers late here in the season bodes well for the fall.
Yes, indeed. We're watching Jonathan Cuppett here, who I think he struggled through Sector 2. maybe not the lap he's looking for. He's got Omar Gomez up ahead, and Omar's in a flying lap.
Oh,
That's
big
gonna hurt his lap
slide
time
there.
Going up on that one.
And
Going
parking error.
go try it again. All right, so
Well, yeah, but Felipe Gil, get on him. He's got a decent first sector going there.
Yeah.
Give the new guy a little bit of loving here on the broadcast. Now, we did have some little chitter-chatter there earlier, Jake, about the pit stop. Oh, and Felipe throws it off into the grass.
Yep.
But says, I'll keep going.
Yep.
And says, no, nope. I won't.
Nope, not got another one in it. Jacob's coming around. See if he can hop into the top 6, and he can't. Probably through Sector 3 of these guys. Matt Taylor, really good Sector 3 time. I wonder. In fact, I don't wonder. I bet. I'm sure he's got all the wing he can trimmed out of that car, and he is absolutely flying through that fast third sector. Oh, now Jacob spins out. Hits the button, goes back. Dan Thorpe up 3/10 in the first sector.
Yes.
So either he cut somewhere or he's really moving.
Not a real big opportunity for cuts in that first sector.
You're right. You're right, yeah.
Obviously just nailed it. Olsen on a hot one as well.
Gotta wonder if he's got a higher downforce, more grip package on the car. Would be the sector where it showed.
Oh, nice through Beckett's there, and that's just right on the edge. Well done there.
See what he can do compared to Taylor's Sector 3 time here.
Well, Thorpe is flashing his lights.
He should worry about his line.
Yeah, that corner there, a real tough one to. He's getting the apexes, pretty much using all the track and doing a good job swinging her out for tight. Can he come around and hang on to it?
Ooh. Well, he improves, but that's a slow third sector compared to whatever Matt Taylor did.
Yeah, but that was Dan's personal best lap, so good on Dan.
Yeah, hopping on board with Michael McKenday. Let's. I want to see what his final corner looks like here. He had a fast sector 2, and he improved.
Whoa! Yes,
narrowly.
Narrowly improved, but narrowly, 21 thousandths behind Taylor. So I mean, Taylor and McKenday, hot shoes tonight.
Cuppet looking to improve here. I think. I hope. Maybe.
And Matt Lehman, if he can have a decent third sector here, is going to turn in a good one too. Yes, he jumps up.
Yep, up to 5th. Cuppet's out on a flyer. Oh, Cuppet struggled through sector 2 there. Okay.
So, we've got, he's not even showing up here. Brad Maris, offline practice. That must be where Brad is right now.
Aha. Yep, gonna get some, maybe some AI starts in.
Yeah, and, that early chatter I had mentioned, about the pit stops. Some of these guys are going to try a one-stopper tonight. Be interesting to see how the tires hold out at the end of the stint, because word is the tire wear is pretty heavy towards the end of the stint of this track. So, and with 18 corners, I can see why.
Yep, so we're following Matt Taylor right now. He's gonna try to improve and get that gap to Michael McKenday a Give him a little breathing room there. McKinday has 10 kilograms. Matt Taylor currently with 0. So if I had to guess, he won't have 0 next week.
No, not at all. You know, it looks like Taylor and McKinday have got this track sorted, and Olsen as well. I mean, but again, you know, we've got 7 drivers with it, or actually 8 drivers within a second. So it's going to be interesting again. But with the turns that Taylor and McKinday are making, we know if these two can break away from the pack, they might just try to get out in front. But word is that the Ferrari absolutely cannot do a one-stop, and the Maserati absolutely cannot.
That's a pretty big disadvantage for those guys.
Well, we'll see. You know, if
maybe they can keep up
the
the
guys
pace.
doing a one-stop are going to have to do a big fuel load. Yep. You know, but the guys on two-stop are going to have to be able to pick up, you know, 20 seconds.
Yep, and that pit lane does cut out. Pit lane does cut out that chicane, so it's a long pit lane, but it's cutting out a long section of track there. So
Taylor and McKinday both on hot ones. Taylor improves.
Yep, he sure does, and he's got McKinday by 0.3 now. So Taylor is probably feeling pretty safe, although Michael McKinday just matched him for the first 2 sectors. But sector 3 still seems to me to be where Taylor has got such a big advantage at times here.
Just coming into Stowe corner. Got to keep the power down. Whoa! Big jump on the curb. That's going to cost him.
Yep, sure did.
Yeah, and he lost it all right there, I think. He almost went airborne. Not a Bjorn Heyman airborne, but he almost went airborne there.
Matt Taylor is up on his first sector.
Again. All right, Matt, put it in the pits. Nobody's going to match you. Nobody's going to take you. No, really, come on, eh?
I think he's making a point here.
Yeah, and mentioning Bjorn Heyman, he just set his personal best and is sitting in provisional P10. Good on you.
There you go, top 10 for Heyman, and top 10 in 2 seconds here. Looks like those top 2 especially, but top guys put in the practice. They're really going for their championship here. Their points are close. We'll have to talk about that later.
Oh, yeah. No, it's incredibly close this season. You know, we've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 drivers in the Drivers' Championship and 3 or 4 teams that are in the Team Championship. We'll talk about that after we finish the qualifying. But, boy, it is intense, and everything's up in the air and on the line. Taylor
did not improve there. Struggled to match his own sector 3 times. And now he's coming out ahead of either Brad or Al. Oh, sorry. Yep, it was Al. Let's see, who should we watch? Jacobs is looking like he's not going to improve. Maybe he didn't improve. Gomez might here if he can keep up. His sector 3 though is where we've seen him have trouble. Let's see, crosses the line here. Nope. Teammate Iggy is in 11th.
Yeah, it seems like it's that last sector that's catching everybody off.
Well, you know, they're all being compared to Matt Taylor, and I think Matt Taylor really has the car planted, and that he's figured out that last sector somehow. Got something better than these guys for it. So.
Well, I think you're right there. But again, you know, it looks like McKinday and Taylor got that last sector figured out, and the other guys are just trying to get up with them. 34 laps tonight. These guys are going to be tired.
Yeah, it's a long race. About an hour, 10 minutes or so.
Was next week the finale?
Yep, sure is.
That's what, the 9-hour endurance race?
That's another 2 hours. So you and Chris have actually done all of those so far. But
no,
it's only...
actually, I missed the middle one.
Oh, you know what? And it's not. I don't think it's 2 hours actually. I think they just take it from 200 to 250 kilometers, so it ends up being just nearly 2 hours. I think you get done 11:15. And yeah, Jack. That's right. Jack did one. Jack, sorry. Chris did one solo. Felt bad for him, but not bad enough to jump in the booth out there.
Atta boy, Jake. So, right now we got Taylor, McKinday, Olson, Cuppet, Thorpe, Lehman, Ricker, Luden, Alan Jacobs, Bjorn Heyman, Eachordia, and our new guy, Philippe Gilles.
Yeah. And there are a lot of guys waiting in the pits, although just had a cluster of cars come out. And I gotta wonder if some of those guys that were just sitting there made some setup adjustments to try and get a little more out of the car. We'll see what happens. Taylor, McKinday, and Olsen all are slower through sector 1, but I'll tell you who isn't, and that is John Ludden.
Yeah, Ludden with a very decent first sector here going through Cops Corner. Or Copes, I guess it is, or Cops, I'm not sure. In through Maggots here. I really like this combination. I was never really good at it, but I like this combination here.
Yeah. You know, he is in a Saleen, which if the rumor you heard was true, the better track position he can get, that could be a real advantage to him. But he's a little slow through Sector 2, and we've seen everybody be slow through Sector 3, so let's see if he improves here.
Well, if he can put a good third sector together. Coming around to the finish.
Oh, up
Wow.
to fourth. Good
Nice
lap
one.
by John
Nice
Ludden there.
run.
Only actually got
Boy.
about 2/10 over his last run, but that's the 2/10 he needed to get let's see, what was that, 2 spots there?
Yeah,
good
you
run.
know,
that might have been 3 spots.
I think he was sitting in 8th.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
he's up 4 spots. Yeah.
Yeah, great lap.
Doesn't take much, eh? You know, a few tenths, and it makes all the difference when they're that tight. I mean, it is that tight, although it doesn't look as tight as it is. But, you know, you go from first, you know, to 8th is just over a second.
And Matt Taylor has got some traffic. Greg Myers getting out of the way there. And this may be, this will be his last run at it. In particular, I'm going to stay on board here with him, and I want to watch his third sector because he's got something special through there.
Geez, I was just looking there at car 18, and I thought, who the hell's in car 18? Well, that's you. But shouldn't that be Larry Ferguson? Where'd he go?
I don't know. What kind of car am I? I'm in the Viper, right?
Yeah, you're in a Viper. Where'd Larry Ferguson go?
I don't
Listen,
know. Oh, Bjorn Heyman off track there. Gets out of the way of Matt Taylor, who matches his Sector 2 time.
Oh, come on, Taylor. Park that thing. I already told you. You got the pole.
Well,
You know, it's like 0.3 of a second.
he's going to give up his secrets here, Jack. So just, oh, and as I say that, he locks up and he's going to throw that lap away, I bet. Oh, maybe not.
Pit entrance lap.
Pit entrance. Oh. Little kink there before the limiter kicks in.
That's a tricky entrance, and that was made note in the driver's pre-race driver's notes.
Oh, sorry. Parsons,
what?
Parsons spins and looked like he was Only one on the lap here. I think everybody else is done. So
Yeah, and a little note there. Aaron Parsons has jumped in for Greg Meyer's wacky taxi service team there. So done well so far.
He sure has, and I guess
he's doing really well.
Parsons won last week? Oh.
Yeah, Donington.
Well, that explains why he still has 40 kilograms.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But take a look. I want everybody to be actually, pay attention here. Aaron Parsons got 40K on board. He's sitting in 10th. And a new guy, Felipe, is sitting in 11th right behind him with 40K. Does that tell you something? Is this Felipe guy going to be a hot shoe?
That sounds like it,
Might
Jack.
be something to watch, eh?
Sounds like it. We'll have to keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Got better ping than Parsons, that's for sure.
Might be somebody to hit up for a teammate there. I wonder what country he's racing out of.
I believe he's in South America somewhere.
Always wanted to go to South America.
He told us, but I just don't remember. Anyway.
Super. So we're into overtime.
I don't know what we're waiting on here.
Either do I. Run him. Why don't we run him down?
All right, so Matt Taylor qualified first. It kind of looked like from the start that he was going to do that. Michael McKinday second. We've seen McKinday be really consistent, especially in the race this season. Jesse Olsen started third. Has had some bad luck, but he's still in contention, if I remember right, for the Drivers' Championship. John Ludden will start in fourth place. Good result by him with 30 kilograms on board for that second place finish last week. Is that right? I don't know. Jonathan Cuppett will start.
Ludden? Yeah, Ludden was in second last week. You're right.
Cuppett will start fifth. Dan Thorpe sixth. And going dark here, transition to where I can't see the board. Matt Lehman will start seventh. Find his car. There it is. Sean Ricker eighth. Alan Jacobs ninth. And Aaron Parsons will start in 10th place.
Felipe Gill in 11th, our new man, followed by Bjorn Heyman, Iggy Chorty, Al Merriman, Omar Gomez, and Greg Myers in 16th. Larry Ferguson is 17th, Sergio Calderon in 18th. The Feemster sitting in 19th spot.
Yeah.
Brad Maris with a no call is really in 19th, and Josh Slade in 20th.
Yeah, so I wonder if those guys will take it easy or be hard charging up to the front. Is anybody on the softs? Sergio Calderon still on the softs. Parsons on the softs. Typical Parsons. And also Felipe Gill on the, well, we'll see. We're on the starting grid now. They'll be loading their setups. Maybe they just hadn't pushed out of qualifying mode yet. But most of these guys are running the medium tire. I think the softs. If you're running the softs, you're stopping.
What we need here is, pay more attention to our chat room there, because the guys in chat room said, hey, the Felipe Gill is flying the same flag as Sergio Calderon. Now is when I need Sheldon Cooper with the Fun with Flags to tell me what flag that is, because I really don't know.
I don't know either.
But we got quite the race going on this year in Drivers' Championship, Jake. Taylor's in front with 137. McKinday is at 134. Matt Lehman with 132. Brad Maris with 132. John Ludden with 113. And Jesse Olsen with 112. Cuppett with 110. Merriman with 108. Thorpe with 102. Ricker with 95. You know what? Any one of these top 10 guys, any one of these top 5 guys has a chance at taking this championship. So a lot rides on the line tonight to set it up for next week, the grand finale. So it's close.
All right. So McKinday's at a 4-point deficit as Matt Taylor just took the pole point. And Brad and Matt Lehman are at a 6-point deficit. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we watch this race play out.
You always throw that math at me in the last second, and I can't figure that out. I give up on that.
That's the numbers I'm going to try to remember, Jack. That's how you do it.
Teams, TCB, Taylor and Cuppett with 247. Empire State, Lehman and Thorpe, with 2:43. Gotta go with 2:40, and Purple Helmets with 2:27. Retrograde with 1:47, and Robber Dogs with 1:41. But those top 4 teams again, gotta go. Brad Maris has got to really pick it up here from the back of the pack, starting with a no call, and get up in the points. They need top 10 finishes here to stay in this. And Taylor and Cuppet, they're both looking really good sitting right now. I'm telling you, with Taylor in first and Cuppet in fifth right now. So they got to keep their race together, keep it steady, and just bring home the points tonight. And Empire with Dan Thorpe and Lehman in 6 and 7, they're in great shape too. So it's all shaping up to be what I think is one of the most exciting seasons we've had here in a long time.
Yep, I think you're right, Jack. It's certainly, we can set up, certainly some of these guys will be hoping for lots of good points, and their competitors maybe to have not so much good luck here, so they don't have to stress next week. But more than likely, we're going to set up a heck of a championship battle for next week in today's race, so we will keep an eye on that. As we count down the last 40 seconds, we got all our stuff done early, Jack. We can just chit-chat now.
Well, that's all we normally do anyway. I don't know. It seems like, both those guys, Taylor and McKinday, and Olsen and Ludden. But I think Taylor and McKinday are going to try and make a breakout here and go to break away from the pack early. Olsen, Ludden, Cuppet, and Thorpe and Lehman. Going to be interesting, those top 7 cars. So lights are coming on. With the call, Jake Feimster.
Yep, here we go. And lots of smoke, but McKinday defending the inside there. Matt Taylor getting away a little bit there. A little bit of smoke at the back. Not sure what that is.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, and there's a spin. Who's that? It's either Cuppet or Taylor. It looks like it's Cuppet. It's Cuppet. And he's got to let the whole field go by, so bad luck for Cuppet. Now, where is Brad Mary's up to 18th. There's somebody off track there.
Brad's up to 18th.
Now 17th.
Alan Jacobs is sort of spun it at Eden Tree Corner, so he's back there. Maris is going to try and make his way up there. So it is Taylor, McKinday, and Olsen. 1, 2, 3 right now. Whoa, we got another one. Bjorn Heyman spins it at left field corner.
Uh-oh.
Now that's going to put Bjorn at the back of the pack. Oh, he actually bumped it.
Now, Jesse was giving Taylor pretty much exactly what he needed. Able to battle Michael McKinday there for a couple corners trying to get ahead. Jesse wasn't able to take that position from him, and now it looks like McKinday is going to be working his way back up to Taylor if he can. Wide shot here and see how everybody getting through the S's. Looks like we've got Taylor McKinday, Olsen Thorpe, Lehman, Recker, Ludd, Felipe Gillen, 8th. That's Al Merriman, 9th.
It looks like John Ludden is warping pretty badly here. I don't know. And my Twitch just went down.
Your Twitch just went down. Let me check that out.
It just said it was try again in a couple of moments.
I don't know what that's about. It's still streaming.
That's good. That's good. It must just be on my end here then.
All right, keep an eye on the chat. Let's see if they scream at us.
Michael, they're saying the camera angles look great.
Oh, awesome.
You're doing a great job there, Jake.
All right, well, Michael McKinday is absolutely closing the gap to Matt Taylor now, and he's turning up the heat. Hop on board with Michael here.
Well, I don't think Taylor can do a one-stopper either, so they're both carrying similar fuel loads.
I mean, if Jesse Olsen is doing a one-stop and Matt Taylor has to stop twice, it's absolutely Jesse's race to lose here, as he is keeping pace with these guys. He's about 1.5 seconds back. If he was losing, I think even if he was losing 1 second a lap, that long pit lane means he's got a good solid chance here.
He sure indeed does if he's doing a one-stop. Mind you, he's got a longer fuel load when he comes in.
Right, that's true, but he's only got to go drive all the way through that pit lane once.
Yeah.
So.
He's got to stay, he just got to keep that gap under a second a lap, no doubt. He's got to stay within about 10 seconds of these guys if he's doing a one-stopper, and he'll be in great shape.
Yeah.
Well, plus he's got to keep it on track for the next, 32 laps. So, I mean, it's easier said than done.
And, if this battle heats up, that's only going to make his life easier to stay on pace with these guys. So we'll keep an eye on it. Now, further back, let's check out Brad. He's been working his way forward. He's up to 13th already on the second lap of the race. 2 laps done, and a couple more corners, and he will have. We'll see how many places he's got.
Well, I got back at 18th and 19th. Sergio Calderon and Alan Jacobs side by side, doing some side by side racing here. Oh,
up there, and Sergio goes around.
Larry. Now, our buddy Philippe Gilles is up behind John Ludden, and John Ludden is now giving Sean Ricker good look at the promo board
here. It's shaping up to be quite a battle there. The battle for first. Oh, is heating up as Michael McKinday.
Oh, big slide.
Whoa, and that's going to play right into Jesse Olson's hand, as I wonder how hot those tires get after an incident like that. Anyway.
And on the chat room, they're asking if this is a Kuno's track. I do believe it is, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Good questions. Matt Lehman about to battle his teammate Dan Thorpe. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. He's right on his tail.
No, don't. Hey, smarten up, you two guys. You just get out there and follow each other around, eh?
Well, that may be what they're doing. Only Dan's got his lights on. So. You know how these guys are about their headlights. So.
You know what? Turn the bloody headlights off. It's not a night race. Jeez, these guys drive me nuts. Anybody giving me the light, I'm going to give them a brake check. I'm telling you right now. Just a heads up there, guys.
Watch out for Jack, next GT race.
And now we've got quite the battle going on here. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, that's right. Let's hop on board with P15. Oh, how about Ferguson, who did show up?
Ferguson and Alan Jacobs trying to do a side-by-side through Stowe Corner and thinking the better of it. Get back in line there. Jacobs hanging it way out wide, trying to get a better angle, get a better run maybe. This makes a great point here. Any of you guys know some of the drivers that might be a little tentative about joining a league like this, thinking, oh, geez, I can't run with these guys. Look at how much fun these guys are having. They're running 15, 16, 17, and 18. Not 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, lock up.
Yeah. Oh, and Larry's trying to take it. Oh,
up there.
A little door check there. Good one. Hey, I called it earlier, didn't I tell you? Hey, Larry, just get out there and go for it.
All right, so let's hop up. Lehman and Thorpe running in formation. I think that's going to continue. I'll try to ignore that tight little gap there. We'll hop back up here to Omar Gomez. He's trying to make his way past Greg Myers, who is known as one of the most consistent guys, if not the fastest, but definitely one of the most consistent guys out there. And
he can drive a really fat car.
Yeah.
That would be the kindest way to put that, is a very fat rear end on Greg Myers' car.
Yeah.
A fat lady driving around the track on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, he's a little wide there, a little wide, and
I'm telling you, there's no. I'm just keeping an eye on the back here. There's no love lost back here. Absolutely not. No love.
Omar Gomez, Gregory held on to it, but he made a mistake there, and so Omar Gomez is alongside here. It looks like he's lacking in top speed, though, even compared to the Lister, and he runs a narrow entrance to that corner. It looks like it's worked out for him. He's taken that spot.
Yeah, it has. He's keeping it right there. So, good battle going on back here. You know, these guys are going to love that, too. You know that, Jake?
Yeah.
Very rarely do the guys at the back of the pack get a lot of loving, but they're getting some tonight. And everybody likes to be on the broadcast. In fact, we do, too. You know, if any of you guys out there would like to try your hand at broadcasting, you know, our season's almost over, but, you know, Jake and I have put in a few seasons together now, and it really is nice to have a little bit of a substitute for those days when the fishing's too good, or when Jake might even want to throw his hand in and get into a cheeky car. So any of you guys interested in helping out here at the broadcast, send us a PM. Let us know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
It is.
And it's been great having, thanks again to Chris for doing some of the races this season. That's really helped me out big time. So.
Well, he's been
doing a great job, too. He's very entertaining.
Always a kind word from the Feemster. I had a few other adjectives I was going to use there, but better I didn't. I'm loving it. It's nice to have both of you guys back, but you know what? It would take a bit of a load off if I knew there was somebody else who could fill in for me the odd time.
Yeah, it would. You have to get Mark McGraw on board. He's never raced.
Yeah, he's always here on Thursday night.
You know, but
Mark's
I think
always here Thursday night.
I think he bails at 10 o'clock to go to sleep. I think that's the problem. You know, we all got to make sacrifices, Mark. So
yeah, he sticks around to win races on the Monday night, but on Thursday night he won't stick around. But no, he's our biggest fan out there. Him and Gup Douglas. Hey, you know what? We should get Gup and Mark to do a race today.
There you go.
Yeah, I like that. Where are you on track now?
I was still watching. Actually, I picked up Felipe Gill. And
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Chasing down John Ludd.
Yep.
And Ricker out in front. So race here by Felipe. He's going to be somebody to keep your eye on. I wonder if he's going to need a teammate for next season. Well, a little farther back, Alan Jacobs and Larry Ferguson, Omar Gomez, and Greg Myers. They're still dicing and slicing back there.
Oh, so Myers got the spot back from Omar. I wonder if Omar made some kind of mistake there. Or if Greg was just able to draft and pass.
Well, probably a mistake. You know, Mr. Smooth there, you know, he drives his lines. He doesn't get frazzled. You know, and that can be, you know, tough sometimes if you're trying to follow him, because he very rarely slides out or makes a mistake. So you've really got to nail it to get by him. But those four guys they're having fun tonight. And again, that 6, 7, 8 race, you know, is still going on. Taylor and McKinday out in front of Olsen only by a couple of seconds. So if Jesse's on a one-stopper, he's doing what he needs to do.
He absolutely is, so we'll see.
Very good racing here going tonight. I'm still impressed with these guys in the back, though.
Yep. Like Cuppet is looking to hunt down Josh Slade on his way back to the front. Cuppet, one of those cars that we believe cannot one-stop this race, so he's in a bad spot after a spin early. Looks like Gill is ever closing on John Ludden, who's got John Ludden with front end damage there.
Well, just an FYI, Brad Maris has made his way up to 11th, is hunting down Iggy Jordia, who is trying to hunt down Al Merriman, who is trying to get in behind Felipe Gil or Gil. I'm not sure which one it is. We'll just call him Felipe. And Brad Maris down on the inside, going to take a run at Iggy. Iggy, oh, going to get a little nervous, put it off into the grass. And Maris goes by and makes a pass. Whoa, and Brad Maris just takes it off track.
Whoa. Uh-oh. Sorry, I just switched to Lehman, who's...
That's okay. That's okay. Brad will have to do it all over again. He'll have to chase down to get shorty it. And he better stay on his toes because...
Oh, McKinday. Very close to Matt Taylor. Sorry. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, and Matt makes a mistake.
McKinday goes by on the
outside. There he goes.
And you know what? That M&M can turn some decent laps when he gets some clear track in front.
He sure can. He just, and in fact, even there, battling with Taylor, he just turned his fastest lap of the race. So McKinday just turned it on for sure.
Yeah, Mark DeGraw in the chat room says, going on the broadcast, some of his weakness, he has stage fright. We'll hold your hand. Don't worry, Mark. Get up here. You'll love it. You'll have a lot of fun. You can drink beers. You can do whatever you want. Nobody's going to throw you out because the pay sucks. It doesn't appear that anybody wants to do this job.
Yeah. In the case, Brad gets by Iggy yet again. I think he gave him some help there. Not sure. I step back because the battle between McKinday and Taylor is kind of stabilized with McKinday pulling away a little bit. And I want to see his next lap time, but until then, we're not going to know if this is the...
Yeah, he's already pulled out a 1 second gap there.
Certainly, as he pulls the gap out to Matt, he's also pulling the gap out to Jesse Olsen, which is what he needs to do to make a two-stop work. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I just took a quick look back at Olsen, and he's got these guys in sight. So that's,
yeah.
You know, if he can do a one-stop, that's what he wants to do. But we shall see. So if they're doing a two-stop. Geez, it's going to be sort of a mixed bag here at a two-stopper, I would think. You know, 12, 12, 10, 10, 12, 12. Who knows? It's going to be interesting, but we're should be coming up close.
Taylor fighting back there.
Felipe Gil up in behind John Luden now, but he's been there for a bit. Good on Iggy with the Corvette, got that thing hanging in there in P11.
Yep.
Alan Jacobs gets by Greg Myers. With Omar in behind him, who says, I'd like a piece of that action. And Larry Ferguson trying to catch up to them. Go, Larry, go! I told you, use the right pedal.
And Taylor is up on the back of Michael McKinday once again. Oh, to say that, it looks a little wide there. No, that's his line. Yeah, that's just his line, I think.
Yeah, just a different line through that corner there.
Late apex.
Both those guys look nice and smooth.
Oh, Dan Thorpe is letting Matt Lehman by. We're going to see if the teammate can bring the pace. Lehman was looking faster. I was wondering if they were going to do that. So there was the switch. And he will go after Jesse Olsen if he can. And with the Celine that can one-stop, right? So maybe if Olsen is not one-stopping and these guys are, maybe that explains the pace deficit.
Well, I don't know, but you know, Empire Motorsports, Lehman and Thorpe are sitting in a pretty good position right now in 4 and 5, with Cuppett sitting down here in 13th right now. Taylor in second is where he needs to be, but you know, Cuppett's going to have to you know, pull up a little bit to keep TCB from falling behind Empire Motorsports in the team championship.
Felipe Gills putting the heat on John Ludden at this point, taking a look around and getting really close there in the braking zone. Whew.
That was close.
That was extremely close. Hop up to the battle for first here. I lied. Lehman and Thorpe did not swap positions for. I think they might have swapped positions for fuel. I gotta wonder if these guys are drafting on purpose. But they do have Sean Ricker there. Seems to be gaining time on him.
Yeah, purple helmets. You know, they're still in this hunt as well too. So Olsen and Ricker, Olsen in third, Ricker in sixth. All these guys, you know, the guys who are really like on the bubble right now is TCP, you know, Taylor and Cuppet. You know, with Cuppet falling back to 13th there, you know, they may lose some positional points here, but everybody else is really in the hunt for this thing tonight.
I'm expecting the two stoppers to stop at the end of lap 11 to the end of lap 13, somewhere in there. And the one stopper is, of course, at the end of lap 17. They probably don't have much other choice, as they've got to split the race into equal parts. Get absolutely as much out of a fuel tank as they can. So,
well, we've still got a battle going on back here between Greg Myers and Omar Gomez. It's been going on for a few laps now.
I would hop back there, but the battle for the lead is threatening to heat up here as Matt Taylor now has got down to 3/10.
Yep, there is quite a few positional battles going on right now.
Yep. These guys, I'm sure, are starting to wear down their tires, including... Did any of these guys stay on softs? They didn't. Okay, that's what I expected.
Aaron Parsons is on softs.
Well, that's something else. Let's see if his pace is... No, it stays about stable. He's definitely suffering that 40 kilograms.
You know, he's one of the guys who's been able to, you know, can manage the tires, and I don't know how he, well, obviously he doesn't, you know, overcook them, overheat them,
yep.
Overbreak them, you know, can preserve them out and get them to the end of the race here. But that race for P1 is actually heated up and could easily become a three-way battle soon.
Right. Surely Jesse at this pace will not have the fuel for a two-stop. I got to think that... Well, and Lehman has sped up. Okay, so Lehman has sped up and has left his teammate now behind. But he's not going as fast as Jesse Olsen, not quite. Oh, I guess he is. He really is. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We can't really guess at this point. Let's see who comes in the next couple laps and who doesn't.
Yeah, it should be. We're coming up to rotation time, but McKinday's staying out. Looks like they're all staying out.
Yep. No, I wouldn't expect them. It's a little early, you know. They have to start on a full tank, no matter what their strategy is. They start on a full tank because in the pit stop it takes a lot of time to add fuel. So no matter how much fuel you got to add, you start filled up, and then I imagine their longest stint for the two stoppers will be this first one, as they want to burn off as much of the fuel as they can.
Felipe Gill making a move on John Ludden and Sean Ricker down on the inside here. Whoa, and Brad Maris takes advantage of here and is looking.
Little bump there.
Oh, they're side by side. Through Aintree corner, they get themselves straightened out. But I'm telling you, those guys were puckering there for a minute. Marin's looking to make a move here. He's like a man possessed right now. I don't think this is going to end well here. I have a bad feeling about these 4 guys here.
They got some damage, especially John Ludden. It's got damage on what looks like 3 out of 4 corners of the car.
Oh, there goes Felipe, and oh boy, bumper car city going on here. Oh, let's go 3 wide.
Brad
Ricker
taking advantage.
Brad too.
Felipe Gill getting the worst of that exchange.
Well, yes and no. He's probably saying, "Okay, boys, take each other out, and I'll just sail right on by." Man, they got. That was incredible there. 3 wide, 2 cars. 4 cars, 2 wide, 3 cars wide. You're still going to go 2 wide here. Felipe taking a look on the inside here at Stowe Corner. Sean taking it right out.
And Felipe pits.
And they're in the pits.
And who's that? Ricker? Nope. Thorpe.
Ricker and Felipe, Iggy, Gil.
Oh, Iggy, I think, hit the wall there. And it ends up behind Felipe. All right, so first to pit here, but McKinley and Taylor still out on track. Also still out on track, Matt Lehman and Dan Thorpe, they are still out there. And in fact, we expect at least Lehman and Thorpe, I'm expecting definitely to 1 stop, but we'll see. Ludden, Cuppet, Iggy Chordia, Gill, Felipe Gill.
Gomez, Heyman, all in the pit.
Yeah, lots of guys there at the end of lap 12, and I suspect we'll see even more at the end of lap 13. Unless they are trying to kind of do it unevenly here. We'll see about that.
Very, very interesting here tonight.
Yeah. Taylor is absolutely right on the rear of Michael McKinday.
Josh Slade just made a beautiful pass on Gregory Myers. Good on you, Josh. And Taylor having a look on the inside. McKinday keeping the power on and trying to glide his way around, and he does. He holds on to that position.
Great defensive move there by Michael on the outside.
He was
hold the braking until late, and then use every bit of the track there. Yeah.
Way, at high speed. When I say coast, I mean a high speed coast through that corner. He was probably hanging on. That was a pucker moment, I bet you, in that cockpit.
Yeah, I bet it was. Not interested in getting past.
Matt was saying, I bet. Why didn't I have that? I should have had him on that.
And Jesse Olsen closing that gap all the time.
Oh yeah, he's loving this. Jesse's going to be loving this move here. He's probably thinking these 2 guys. Oh, McKinday spins.
Did Taylor get into him or not?
Taylor, no, it's self-imposed. And
Michael McKinday
off.
Oh, big hit.
Into the wall.
Oh.
Got it turned around in the right direction. I don't know how, though.
Man, he got on the curb and that car went right around. So that was not the way he wanted his race to go. But surely he's got a pit. He's not at a great spot. He's got to go all the way around here, and he may have some severe damage. We'll see.
Oh, he's got damage. He's got busted glass, front end damage.
Matt Taylor on the inside of Jesse Olsen here. Thinking about it. Matt Taylor, that car really rotates. You can see it from a good distance away. I almost thought he was going to spin, but he didn't.
A very interesting complex of combination of corners here. And really have to get off that last corner there onto this hanger straight in good shape to get the speed. I don't know if he's in tight enough behind him, though. Looking to go late apex, trying to gain some advantage.
Yeah, looking to that line Michael used. Not working out for him now. McKinday working his way around. Got some damage. I think he was probably going to have to pit anyway, so.
No, he's staying out.
Oh, is he? Yeah, sure is. Wow, okay. And that's Brad Mary's behind him. Brad really flying this race. He's got the fastest lap.
Yeah, 159.5. It's only a second off quality times.
Any of these guys get to the end of lap 17, Jack, they're one-stopping.
Well, they got to get 17 to be able to one-stop. And unless, you know, we have seen the long splash of gas. But in 15, they would have already been in now. So you know, some of these cars, looks like Bjorn is in the pits. He might have pulled the plug.
Matt Taylor still looking for a way around Jesse Olsen. Going to try the inside. Again here.
Taylor having a really good look on it. Side by side here, but this is where he has to let Olsen through.
Yeah, he does.
He did last lap too. Now if he sets this one up, he's a really good run off that one. Not close enough, I don't think. Matt? Now with McKinday struggling, Brad Mares may make short work of McKinday coming down the hanger straight. Yes, absolutely. He's tucked in behind. He's going on the outside. McKinday's going to try and hang on to the inside, though. And with his damage, he might not be able to hold the inside.
That's what I was worried about, but
so close.
Yep.
Maris is going to make his way through, though. Whoa,
wow.
McKinday put the power down and went around on the outside. Maris will try and do the same thing, but a big wobble there. Careful, boys.
Oh, little
Maris
mistake
with
there.
A nice
yep.
exit. Still McKinday on the outside. Boy, he can really drive that outside groove well.
Yeah, he really can. He seems to really know the limits of the car and exactly how fast he can go offline. That's really interesting, even with all that damage. And I'm going to hop back up to the front because Taylor, I'm pretty sure, I mean, if he forces Olsen into a mistake here, he's got first place. And they are on lap 16. And if they can go around this lap and then one more, they can one stop this race, both of them. So we'll see.
So Taylor on the outside, Olsen on the inside. I think Matt Taylor was trying to pull a McKinday there, but just couldn't quite pull it off.
In every race so far this season, the guys that have one stops who've really had to conserve fuel, I gotta wonder if Taylor would be better off, you know, sticking behind Jesse, staying as close as he can, using that draft in the straights especially, and saving some fuel for later in the race when he could push after the pit stop. I don't know.
Well,
I guess it doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't matter. The fuel he saves now just means a shorter pit stop. So, yeah. Well, this is the moment of truth, isn't it? And yeah, they're both on a one stop. Wow. So there we go.
You know, I was just watching, you know, back here, Brad Maris is trying to make his way through McKinday's damaged car. And it was probably a good call by McKinday to stay out there with his damaged car because he's obviously still drivable. But, boy, he can sure carry a lot of speed into these corners, which is very surprising to me. He's catching some of these guys out.
Oh, and Taylor takes Olsen. Olsen
yep.
Must have made a mistake there. I think he was looking
a little bit of a slide there.
Sorry, I'd hop back to Brad Marys and Michael McKinday.
Olsen and Ricker in 2nd and 7th. Good points pick up by these guys. So, and Cuppet is now up to 10th and Parsons into 9th. So, very interesting the way this is shaping up.
Yeah.
So, Maris made it by McKinday finally. Larry Ferguson in the pit.
Wonder if he, that probably means that he cannot one stop. Unless he's just planning on being a lap down. And I don't think he's that slow. So we'll see. Nobody's a lap down yet. Omar Gomez will be first to go, and I think he pitted already. So
well, I think our intel was wrong, because it looks like everybody's going to one stop, even the Ferrari. And the intel said the Ferrari could not one stop, but he's now going to run around to lap 18. He's on lap 17 now. He isn't pit stop, so he can do a one stop as well.
Oh, he's coming up on the pit road now. I'm sure he's going in. Yeah,
they're all diving in.
Everybody's going in. So we will take a look now. I wonder what kind of angle I can get on pit lane. But I can look back from Matt Taylor here. And you got to wonder, if, these guys, I think, are all filling up, but if they didn't use their full tank, they might have a slightly different length pit stops here. So keep an eye on them. Now, who's ahead of Matt? Nobody. Okay, great.
Yeah, Taylor's in first, and everybody's piling in behind them.
Yep, everybody. Everybody.
Yep, the whole field. The only one I've seen out there.
There's Cuppet. Cuppet in the lead. Wow. So that is the top 10 there in the pit lane. Wow. That is more cars, Jack, than I've ever seen in the pit lane at once.
And
the whole time I've been broadcasting.
So there's 11 cars in the pit lane.
Yeah, that is a lot of guys that we get to watch action this whole race then, Jack. These guys are all going to come out together. It looks like Jesse Olsen. Oh, very close to Matt Taylor on the exit of the pit lane there. Now they're going to battle on cold tires. And Ludden's out in front. Ludden stopped into lap 13. He's going to have to stop again, and the deficit's 12 seconds. I got to think that's not going to work for him. He's probably thinking, where did I get tricked here?
Yeah, you're probably right there.
So that is a lot of people. And every car on the grid just decided they could make it.
Yeah, John's probably thinking to himself, "What the heck?
Yeah.
Like, why did I do a two stop when everybody else is doing a one stop?" But that's the way the cookie crumbles, and that's what makes this so interesting. I like it when there's choice and there's some strategy involved. It makes it interesting. We don't know what's going on half the time. They don't know what the other teams are doing. It's good strategic game at that point.
Yeah, well, no more strategy now, Jack, because all these guys could go until the end of the race, except for John Ludden.
Well, I don't know. Felipe Gill came in on lap 12 as well.
Okay. I think that's not going to work for him either, but we'll watch them drop back when the time comes. It's too bad for those guys.
Well, yeah, they couldn't do it. Well, we know next week if it's an endurance race, we know they definitely are going to have to make more than one stop.
That's for sure.
But always nice, for a guy in his maiden race here at NAGP, to be running around here in P4. It's always, a treat. So McKinday back in P7 right now. Oh yeah, his car looks like it's brand new. Pit crew did a wonderful job.
Yep. Throws it in there on Iggy. He and Brad seem to lose some time in the pit lane. I'm not sure what that's about.
Might have been a fuel thing. Who knows?
Yeah, might have been.
But being a one stop, it was probably took every.
I assume they all filled it up. Right. Right.
Yeah, they'd have to carry it out. And being split in half, at a one-stopper, they all had to take a full fuel load as well. But maybe the Ferrari fuel tank is a little bigger. I'm not sure. Brad Maris down on the inside, Iggy Chordia. Little bump there, Iggy. Having to back off and let Brad through.
That's Michael McKinday there in the red Ferrari ahead of Brad Marys, ahead of Iggy Cordia. There's Dan Thorpe. Where is Dan Thorpe's teammate Matt Lehman is up in 5th. Those guys pit at different times. The end of lap 17 for Lehman and the end of lap 17 for Thorpe. I don't know how those guys got separated by 11 seconds, Jack. They were nose to tail.
No, obviously. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, obviously, they.
I kind of wonder if Thorpe made some kind of mistake last lap.
Maybe he didn't get his pit box properly. Because.
Oh no, their pit lap was the same and their next lap was the same. So I don't know. I think Ludd maybe had some trouble before pit and we didn't notice that he was falling back. It must be what happened. Anyway, or Thorpe, not Ludd, Thorpe. All right, so he's now got Alan Jacobs right on his tail.
Yep, so Alan Jacobs trying to take that P9 away from Dan Thorpe, and a little further back we got Jonathan Cuppa trying to take P14 away from Aaron Parsons. So whatever happens, Parsons is going to lose his weight.
Yeah, that's true.
Which this ballast in an endurance race could really play into next week's big long endurance. Carrying a 40K.
Yeah.
For 250 kilometers may not be an ideal situation. So Jacobs slowly climbing up the back of Dan Thorpe. And I'm just watching Alan Jacobs. He's looking really, really smooth. Dan looking a little slippy slidey there. So, where are you out on track there?
I was watching here Alan Jacobs as the gaps have kind of started to stabilize. There's only a couple active battles for position on track. One of them's right here. The other one, Felipe Gill is closing on Jesse Olsen.
Yeah, and it's close on Jesse Olsen. We got to keep in mind, Felipe's got to make another pit stop. So,
absolutely right.
Una más pit stopo for Felipe.
That's, yeah, sure that's Spanish for pit stop.
Yeah, muy bueno.
Yeah.
But, Dan Thorpe has sure got his hands full there. With Alan Jacobs behind him.
Yeah, he definitely does.
But very impressive, this Felipe, for his maiden race. He's doing a great job out there tonight. Should wake up a few of these drivers here.
Yep.
If after a few races he gets a handle on this thing, he's going to be right up there. And McKinday back in P6 after his accident.
Yep.
He's trying. He's trying.
If he wants to play the weight game, he could go 5th there and lose his 10 kilograms. That wouldn't be the end of the world. It's just not going to be the best for him from a point standpoint. But, well, yeah, it is Taylor is battling. Yep. Yeah. Not Taylor is not the guy he wants to win. Neither is Lehman or Brad Mary. So, and they're all up there. So really, Jesse Olsen's the best case scenario for Michael McKinday. But anyway, he can't pick the winner of the race, and neither can we. As Matt Taylor looks to attempt both championships here, Monday and Thursday.
Well, John Ludden out in front by 10 seconds, ahead of Taylor, who's out in front of Jesse Olsen by 3 seconds, and Felipe is in 4th, Pat Lehman in 5th, McKinday is in 6th, Brad Marison 7th. Iggy Shorty having a great run tonight in P8. Good on Iggy, and Dan Thorpe in 9th, and Alan Jacobs, another good run, sitting in P10 right now. So top 10 guys are doing a great job tonight.
I guess,
as we've seen before, it's going to tighten up again. I see some more, a lot more yellow popping up on the board as this race gets near the end. So, as it has in the past, what we saw here, where the heck was? Let me take a look here. Felipe came in on looks like lap 12. So Felipe's probably going to drop out around, probably 24 and around there, or 23 or 24. So Felipe Gill, our new driver, is going to pull into the pits shortly, and he will drop like a stone in the pond.
Out of the top 10, I do believe. Likewise for John Ludden, even though he's in front right now.
Yes, yeah. And that's too bad, that would have put Ludden right in the hunt for a driver's championship.
Yep, it would have. Oh, and that's Olsen making a mistake there. Not sure who he's behind there. And it looks like Sergio.
But Olsen and now Felipe Gill goes into P3 with Olsen having that little spinorama.
Yep.
So I bet you right now Felipe is like pounding the steering wheel, absolutely pounding it, saying, "Why didn't I do a one-stopper? Why didn't I do
maybe he didn't know that he could."
Well, he knows something about the cars because he's running decent laps.
Well, it was Al that got him set up. So if Al told us that the Ferrari's couldn't one stop, maybe he told Gil the same thing.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not everybody. Although McKinday speaks Spanish, so they should ask McKinday. That's the truth. I don't know if he would have gotten it, but I do believe McKinday speaks Spanish.
Well, who? McKinday? No, he doesn't speak Spanish.
Who am I thinking of?
Iggy Jordia, Omar Gomez.
No, somebody surprised me a couple weeks ago and then talking to Sergio, but I don't remember who it was.
Oh, it might be McKinday.
It might have been.
I just didn't think it was.
It might have been, but I'm not sure.
Because I believe McKinday is from Nigeria.
English is his English is very good.
Well, he lives in my hometown.
Yep.
Dan Thorpe, Iggy Jordia, Iggy in the P8. Boy, Iggy's having a great run tonight.
He is, yeah. And Dan Thorpe, though, closing the gap. Iggy did stop at the end of lap 12, so he is two-stopping, and he will drop at least out of the points. I think he's going to be out of the points. So we'll see.
Alan Jacob closed up on a little bit of a grass biter from Dan Thorpe. So Alan Jacobs is now up in behind Dan Thorpe and Iggy Jordy. And boy, Alan sure is flying tonight.
Yeah, he is.
And just an FYI, Jonathan Cuppin and Josh Slade are duking it out here for P13th. And a good run by Josh Slade tonight for where he sits right now in P13. So having a great race. Good on you. So another guy who has done very well, who started from the back of the pack in 20th, Brad Maris is now in P7. So had a great run to get up there to P7. Of course, Brad and Gotta Go are in the hunt for, letting in the pits.
Yep. We knew that was coming.
And
Felipe Gil. I'm probably mispronouncing his last name, as you pointed out, but I will just run with it until somebody corrects me.
Yeah, Jill, I don't know. You know, if it is Spanish, it's probably a hard G.
Yeah, that's I guess what I was thinking, but I'm not a Spanish speaker, so.
It's not really. It doesn't sound like a Spanish name to me, but what do I know? So Jordy Jacobs.
Oh, I did look up that flag, and I think that would be I think that's the Colombian flag on him and Sergio.
Yeah, you're about 5 pages back on the chat room.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. Guys in the chat room, they're pretty knowledgeable and they know what they're talking about most of the time. So, again, thanks you guys for joining us here on Thursday night at AGP. And we also have open wheel racing Monday nights. You can watch your favorite broadcaster, Jake Beamster, with the thrills, chills, and spills on Monday night.
Yeah, crashed into the wall on turn 2. Pretty exciting stuff.
You know, anybody there that wants to join us, come on along for the fall session, which will be starting up in a
we should.
month or so.
Well, I mean, we may not need to.
Monday night is really awesome.
Oh, that car was something special. Yeah, we may not even need to recruit for fall season, as everybody should be coming back, and I'm really hoping we get 2 full sign-up threads for that season coming up. But we will see.
Yeah, that car for Monday night. What car is that?
Lotus 79.
The Lotus 79
from 1978-1979 Formula One season.
Yeah, a beautiful looking car. You know, the physics are set up really well. It's fun to drive. It's fast. It's exciting. Boy, you guys want to have some open wheel action? Come join us on Monday nights. I'm hoping I can as well this fall. We'll see how see what the fishing's like this fall.
Yep, that will be the final race of next week. Will be the final race of season 34, Monday and Thursday. So closing out both championships, and at this rate, it looks like Taylor's going to have the advantage this week, well, we'll see about that, but that means he's going to have the lead in both leagues. And in fact, he's already cinched the team championship on Monday nights, him and Mark McGraw. So good job by those guys. Captain Clutch. Taylor could be
another local boy for me, Mark DeGraw. Congratulations there. Just wrap that up this season. But a good battle going on here between Olsen and Matt Lehman.
Yep, it is.
with McKinday closing the gap here as these guys duke it out here.
Yeah,
McKinday sorts of curb there.
Steadily recovering from his mistake earlier. Matt Lehman looking very fast though.
Yeah, he won't be happy with it. As if I'm not mistaken, he's got fast lap of the race.
No, I think that's still Brad. Nope, it's Michael McKinday now.
Yeah, so once he got that car fixed, he must have turned in a hot one.
He sure did, lap 24, so he just did it a couple laps ago. Really pushing that car. Needs to get some championship points here. Not going to play the weight game as he's already in 4th, which means we lose nothing. But, of course, Taylor will have whatever he gets this week as well. If Michael McKinday finishes 2nd and Taylor finishes 3rd, they will be matched on the weight for next week if the Success Ballast assigned our winners here to keep everybody equaler.
Well, it does, but, you know, some of these top drivers seem to be able to handle the weight without too much trouble. But,
yeah,
you know, in a big endurance race, you know, if you're losing, you know, a few tenths of a second per lap, as the laps go longer and longer, it can really add up and kill you at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got cars all the way around the track at this point. Matt Lehman really looking for a way around Jesse Olsen. Looking on the outside, look on the inside, just to get
gonna try
the inside line there. Yeah,
a little bit of a bobble by Olsen as Lehman tried to lay the apex. But this is a real tough spot to pass through here.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get to him.
All you can do is try to set yourself up to be right behind him here. Set yourself up to get out on this straightaway really clean. This hanger straight here, and I don't think he's in tight enough.
No, he's gaining time there to Jesse Olsen. A little bit of the draft, but not enough. And in fact, Jesse got a little better entry there. A little faster as he turned in.
And McKinday is right up behind these guys, so it's a three-way battle here. But Matt Lehman keeping it really tight up behind Jesse Olsen.
Oh, look how much time Michael McKinday just absolutely closed the gap there in that braking zone. Matt Lehman had to avoid Olsen there.
Yeah, he just
Olsen
seems to
really
be able
defensive.
To slide that Ferrari in really smoothly, really late into the corner there, and it's catching a lot of these guys by surprise, I think.
You know, and we saw the same thing out of Felipe Gill, nearly collecting Brad there as he had such an advantage into the braking zone.
One of the few advantages of the Ferrari, although I've heard some of the people say that the car is very hard to drive.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Speaking of Felipe Gill, after his pit stop, he's 12th, so not out of the points, but definitely out of the top 10. 11-9, so he's not out of the top 10. I wonder how long the stop was. Okay, it was a little bit shorter. It's about 15 seconds, 20 seconds shorter than the stops for the guys that took full tank, but of course he had already stopped, so he's still spending more time in the pits than those guys that once stopped overall. Alright, McKinday not really able to consistently close that gap, so I'm hopping back on board with Matt Lehman as he is still looking for a way around Jesse Olsen. Seems to be.
Doesn't look like Matt is happy with P3. And looks like he really wants that P2. But, you know, now's the time to pressure him. You know, 6 laps left. You know, it always seems to me, you know, to wait for the last 2 laps, it's almost like you've left it a couple laps too long, you know.
Yeah.
This is the right time for Matt to press him. Press him now. If you're going to make a mistake, it's a mistake. But, you know, once you get down to the last couple laps, there's no sense risking that position for an extra point.
Right.
But right now, give her, Matt, give her. But don't make any mistakes. It's that Eminem, he's watching all this unfold in front.
He is, and he's closing that gap now down to 1.1 seconds between those two cars. Further, no, not quite. Not really any rattles back there, as these guys are pretty much just lined up.
Yeah, but you know who is closing the gap up here is Brad Maris, who is now in P5, and he's got a good look at McKinley, Lehman, and Wilson up in front of him. Taylor out in front by 7 seconds there, so he's sort of all by himself. Just needs to put in 5 laps of clean living there. Can even drop a second a lap. But what's Taylor turning here? Not the greatest laps. Yeah, they're all turning about 2s.
Yeah.
But Taylor's last lap was 2:02.
Yep, a little mistake there by Taylor. Must have been. Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to matter. We'll see. McKinley still closing that gap. Gotta wonder if Matt Lehman's going to be able to get ahead of Jesse Olsen, or if he's going to have to battle Michael McKinley first. I think he's going to have to battle McKinley. See that entry there.
All the other guys are turning 2:01s. Maris is turning 1:59s.
Yep.
And if he can just hold it together, because Maris and Merriman got Olsen and Ricker. Oh, this is all going to be good. Taylor and Cuppet, 1 and 10. And Lehman and Thorpe, 3 and 6. Olsen and Ricker, 2 and 7. Boy, team race is going to be tight. I can't do the math, but it's going to be tight right up to the end. So, Taylor out in front by 6. Olsen, Lehman, McKinley, Maris, Thorpe, Ricker, Merriman, Ludden, and Cuppet, your top 10 drivers.
Yep. Parsons, Felipe Gill, Alan Jacobs, Iggy Chordia, Greg Myers, and Josh Slade round out the points.
Larry Ferguson and Omar Gomez, Sergio Calderon, 17, 18, 19. Mr. Heyman there, probably playing the spotter.
Yeah.
In the pits. And good on you.
Yeah, too bad for Ludden, though, with the botched strategy there.
Yeah, two-stopper just maybe didn't think he had the fuel. Maybe he didn't. Maybe his driving style didn't allow him to do the one-stop.
Yep, you never know. Some of these guys swear by left foot braking, using the left foot on the brake and using the accelerator sometimes even at the same time in the braking zones for stability, but doing so does come with a significant chunk of fuel costs, so that is at least one thing that every one of these guys, at least the majority of them, could do to reduce their fuel. They just have to use the throttle less than they're used to. So there are some style choices that they may or may not have been able to make in terms of how they're driving the car.
Well, just out of curiosity, are you a left foot braker or right foot braker?
If I am in a car like these with the sequential shifter, I'll often use my left foot, but it depends. In all the Monday cars we've been on the H pattern, so I use any 3 feet then.
Well, you have 3 feet.
Yeah, it's really helpful.
Well, sort of an oddball broadcast co-host I have here. He's got 3 feet. I know it.
Yep.
So Brad Maris has caught up to Michael McKinday, 31 out of 34.
He has.
So the battle for P2 has heated up right at the end, and that's not a huge surprise. I don't know. It seems like the middle of the races this year have been, a little sleepy. But come near the end of the race, they all tighten up, and positions are battled for fiercely at the end of.
Well, yeah, but normally we have all these guys mixed up in the middle because they're on the different strategies. They're on all, they're all taking 2 stops, and they all stopped at different weird times, and they all took a different amount of fuel, and they just came out all mixed up. This time, though, we saw everybody come in at once, and then after the stop, still, they all kind of lined up and did their pace, and nobody was racing. So that was kind of interesting, Jack. I wasn't expecting that after the pit stop.
Well, yeah. This is more what I'm used to in the past. In the past years, it was like everybody seemed to be on the same pit strategy, no matter what. They'd all pile in the pits at the same time. I sort of miss, Jake, where the pits were actually a part of the action, where you could bump into other cars and not drive through them. It was more realistic. There was more mayhem in the pits, but it was a little more realistic.
Yeah, it is quite easy to, the guys that mess up pit lane now, or have just messed up their UI, they've just messed up their choices in the pit app, so that's kind of obnoxious. You're right about that.
It used to be fun, with pit lane violations, speed violations, and solid cars in pit lane. It was very interesting at times. So 32 out of 34. Josh Slade is giving Gregory Myers the gears. Alan Jacobs giving Felipe the gears, and of course we got the Olsen, and Maris battle for P2.
That is where I'm at, and gosh, those gaps open and close and go all over the place. But all these guys are constrained to some extent as to how much fuel they can use. But I'm assuming they've been doing their rationing.
Oh, they're going for it. It will be interesting to see if any of the cars do run out.
Well, you say that, but they're all turning to, they're almost empty on fuel. They must be, and they're turning to a second slower than their fastest laps. So, and Michael McKinday's old fastest lap, yeah, okay. They do seem to get slower as the stint goes on. I think those tires do wear on them.
Yeah, I was just watching, McKinday and Maris go through corner complex corners before Wellington Straight, and both of them were sort of slipping and sliding around. So it looks like tire wear is an issue there. So Olsen, Lehman, McKinday, and Maris all battling there, but Jesse Olsen doing a great job of hanging on to P2 right now, with Matt Lehman giving him everything he's got. So a great charge. The hard charger has got to go to Brad Harris tonight, I believe.
Yeah.
Coming in the back of the pack up to P5. I don't know what you think, but I thought he did a great job.
Yeah, he did, absolutely.
And I think our new driver, Felipe Gil, has done a great job there to put himself into P12, and probably would have done a lot better on a one-stop format.
He might have. That's what I suspect.
And Taylor crosses the start-finish line to start his final race of Silverstone. This is race 9, So, are they going to give it, or are they just going to... Well, they're coming up to some lap traffic, I do believe.
Looks like that is Larry
London
Ferguson.
is in the pits.
Uh-oh. Wonder why.
He's run out of fuel, that's why.
Oh. But no, he stopped on at the end of lap 24. So he must have, yeah, but you're right. He must have miscalculated there. All right, they're coming. Well, Larry Ferguson dives in the pits. Oh, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Larry Ferguson dives off track. Larry Ferguson hits the...
No, he's into the Arco barrier.
Yep, those are solid there, Larry.
Around.
All right.
Oh, a little bit of action there.
A little bit, and that slowed down Olsen maybe. You just got to, all these guys got to decide if they want to make a last stab for it.
Yeah, well, they're running out of corners. Taylor coming around to finish.
Yes, he is. Good result
Stole
there.
Corner.
Did exactly what he needed to do. Did Taylor, so good run by him.
Yeah, and a good run by Olsen, too.
Yep, definitely so. Matt Lehman looking for a way around there at the very end, but not going to be able to go for it there. So Olsen second, Matt Lehman finishes third. Michael McKinday settles for fourth place and will take only that 10 kilograms to the final race of the season. Brad Mary's finished fifth. Probably not as far up as he wanted to go, but a very good result considering no qualifying. Again, Thorpe coming around to finish sixth. Sean Ricker around the last corner there will finish seventh. Al Merriman finishing eighth, and then that's Jonathan Cuppett. Matt Taylor's teammate finishing ninth for 8 points there. Parsons will finish in 10th spot. And then Felipe Gill here in a battle as Alan Jacobs looks for a way around here on the final corner. I don't think he's going to get it. I think Felipe Gill is going to get 11th position here, and Alan Jacobs is going to have to settle for 12th. As he does, John Ludden will finish 13th. Iggy Jordia will finish in 14th position, assuming he's got the fuel and all. Greg Myers is actually not coming across the line anytime soon. We got to wait for Greg here. It's going to be about 20 seconds. So, anyway, Greg Myers finished 15th. Josh Slade is coming around to finish 16th, and Omar Gomez is not the last man on the lead. Oh, yeah, he is. Weird. He's the last man on the lead lap. Yeah, give us come talk to what's his name?
Matt Taylor?
Matt Taylor.
I'll bring him up. Matt Taylor, do you copy?
Hey, guys.
Woo! What a barn burner. You did her.
Yeah, tonight was definitely a different kind of race.
Yeah. Were you expecting the entire field to one stop? I mean, I say the entire field, but the top 10.
After looking at the field, I think everybody was kind of forced to.
Yeah.
At least that was going to be up front, and yeah, it was going to be about managing that. And that first stint was tough for sure.
Yeah. I think new guy Felipe Gill was the first two-stopper, and he finished 12th. So everybody else, oh no, Josh Slade, sorry. So yeah, but the top 10, I think, all on that same strategy. And we saw you all in the pits at one time, which I don't think has ever happened in the whole time of broadcasting.
Right?
Yeah, it was a busy pit lane. Good thing you couldn't run into each other over there.
Yeah, that was tough. Made a little mistake, and McKinday got around me, and I couldn't tell if he was saving or what was going on. And then I think Jesse saved enough early and ran us down, and McKinday made a mistake there, and I had to check up, and I let Jesse through. And then I had enough fuel. I was trying to get around him, couldn't get a run on the worn tires, and luckily he just made he made enough of a mistake. I was able to get through and hold the lead coming out of the pits, and I put down basically 3 fast laps, or pushed for 3 laps to to build a gap so I could start saving without him holding the draft or anything, and was able to manage it from there to the end.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you?
perfect strategy, and leaves you in great shape.
Yeah.
Matt, for drivers' championship there. So the win was very important going into the last race next week.
Yeah, perfect result, and I think this car will still be pretty good at Bahrain, so I'm excited.
Well, we're excited too. It's been a very exciting season. I can't remember when it's been this close for both driver and team championships. So good on you. You really had a picture-perfect race tonight as far as we could see. So I'm looking forward to the action next week. How about you?
Yeah, absolutely. Nice cushion going into next week, but I think the team championship is going to be really, really close, and should be interesting to see how it shakes out.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you got a lot of racing to prepare for, so you may want to start practicing.
Yeah, this double duty thing gets tough.
Yeah. All right. Well, good run, Matt. Thanks for putting on a show for us. That was fun to watch.
Well, thanks for doing the broadcast, guys.
Yep, of course.
All right, that was your winner, Matt Taylor. As all three of us have said, it's going to be interesting next week. So tune in next week for the big final. And I guess, as he said, it's at where is it? Bahrain?
Yeah, I guess so.
Out in the desert. We're going to be eating the dust, eating the sand, hot weather, more hot weather on the way.
Yeah. I'm not totally. I can't visualize that track in my mind. We'll have to see. I'm hoping that Chris is going to cover for me because I think I'm actually not going to be home. But we'll see who's your broadcaster for next week. You can join us at Montreal Monday League Monday night at 9. You can join us at Bahrain next week for the 250-kilometer endurance race. To round out the season, Matt Taylor with an advantage in the Drivers' Championship, but with the team standings, it's going to be anybody's game between a few teams. So come check it out. We'll see if these guys get to bump at each other off track or anything fun. There's been a lot less of that this season, Jack. I don't know if we lost some troublemakers or what. But anyway, thanks for joining us.
Night.
Good night.